Hello and welcome to the AI Chefs Live. It's starting a few minutes late this week. Sorry about that, everyone.
That's okay, Chef David. It's like, when you have some important meal and you decide to try a new recipe, which is exactly what you did ahead of us going live. So, why don't you just briefly explain kind of what we're using in the kitchen today versus other days?
It's funny. I've actually been watching. I think because the YouTube algorithm chefs, it's been feeding me a lot of Gordon Ramsay. Clips from his Hell's Kitchen shows where he's screaming at people and
Right.
why is it taking so long for the risotto? And it's like, I was having that feeling. We're 10 minutes late starting, but my risotto wasn't cooked yet. But I've changed the way I'm doing the stream. I'm really excited. Actually, today in LA, Andy Carlucci from, I hope I pronounce his name right. I usually only go first names, but from Zoom is getting his Emmy for the Zoom a custom AV Zoom Room custom AV controller, which I am using, and it's changing the way I do the stream. Of course, I shouldn't configure it at the last minute, and I'm having some audio routing issues which have nothing to do with it. It's just because I'm running a laptop and a PC for a PC system, and the laptop doesn't run NDI. It's the whole thing, but that has nothing to do with it. But what is amazing is the way the production works. Usually I would do what I call screen scraping. I have Zoom on my right screen, and when I'm showing Kevin, what I'm really doing is just I'm grabbing whatever's on the right screen and doing background removal. So if things move around in Zoom, Kevin gets huge or tiny or gets cut in half or something happens to him. Or if I drag something across that screen, Kevin disappears. And now I can use that screen and I can have, multiple guests. And also, look, Kevin's the same resolution as me. He's usually a little low resolution because he's smaller on my other screen and I resize him. So now I have full
Oh, I
resolution
just thought that was
guests.
me. I just thought I was naturally
You just
pixelated
you
in the
just felt
world.
you just
So,
felt blurry.
yes.
So I'm still figuring out, and I'm very, very nervous about the audio part. The lip sync is an issue. If our lip syncs aren't perfect today, I'm going to watch the video and see and tweak it. But please excuse us for that kind of stuff. But this is the new way to stream OBS and Zoom. I've been doing it for years because I'm stubborn. I don't want to invite guests to use something they never heard of. I want to invite them on Zoom. But it hasn't been ideal. It's been been workarounds and bubblegum and duct tape kind of a thing. And this is once I get it figured out, this is the right way to stream. I feel like a professional streamer finally.
Well, there you go. And man, if you haven't got it figured out, I have no hope. So I'm just thankful that we've got our digital hats in our wonderful AI generated digital AI chef's kitchen. And yeah, and we're good to go. So we wanted to talk about, or at least I wanted to talk about, and hopefully you do too, Chef David. I wanted to talk about OpenAI Dev Day that was held on October 6th. And the reason that I like to kind of cover the developer conferences is this is a look into the future of what's going to come into a lot of the tips and tricks that we talk about in the main, the kind of the mainstream platforms because OpenAI and ChatGPT 5, I mean, I know Zoom uses it. I know Microsoft Copilot uses it. A whole bunch of other apps use it. I mean, Cisco WebEx has a federated model, so I'm sure that there's certain things that they use. But really, these capabilities that they talked about, they first show up for the developers, and then the developers, add all these wonderful capabilities into all of the fantastic AI applications that we all use. So um, maybe just go to the first kind of. I just have a picture here from. So as I
So
said,
as I said, this was
the Dev
the
Day
Dev Day
October 6th.
October
It was
6th. It was
held in San
held in San
Francisco. I wasn't
Francisco. I
there in
wasn't there in
person, but
person, but
I have
I
this
have this
picture
picture like I was.
it was
It
their
was their
third and
third and
largest.
largest.
And so
And
here we
so
have at
here
the
we have at
beginning
the
Sam
beginning
Altman,
Sam
who is
Altman,
the
who is the
CEO of
CEO of
OpenAI.
OpenAI.
And you can
And
see
you can see
this wasn't
this
even the
wasn't
full
even the
audience,
full
but there's a
audience, but
lot of
there's a lot of
developers
developers
because
because
they're
they're
super
super
excited.
excited. So Big crowd.
So
Big crowd.
I wanted to talk about a couple of things that they announced, and then Chef David, I think you're gonna show off and talk about a couple of things as well. Is that correct?
Sure, just one thing.
Okay, just one thing. Okay. So let me just move to this here. So one of the things that they talked about was agent kit. So this was really like all the developers, like the year of agentic AI, everybody's building agents, and so what OpenAI heard from the developers is it's hard to build agents that move from demo to production. I think there's been like 8 million demo agents shown and created. We see everybody likes the demo creating an agent. But the truth of the matter is, to scale it up is hard. And so one of the key things that OpenAI announced for developers is the thing that they call Agent Kit. It really is everything you need, all the tools you need to build and scale an agent into production. So it starts with this was a demo here. You've got this visual thing, so even the low code, no code. But if you look on the left toolbar there, like they built in a whole bunch of things like guardrails. So you can say don't let anybody share any PII, so you can do a bunch of things. You can test it, and then you can do the evaluations. There's tools to do the evaluations to see if your agent is working. So you can fire a whole bunch of test cases at it, and then you can really scale it up. And as part of this, they actually built an agent. There's also a voice capability, so you can add bi-directional voice with your agent. And they actually built one and then added it to the live Dev Day site as part of the demo. So right away it was in production. So this is pretty cool. I mean, the thing that I would say is, they talk about this is low code and that anybody could build an agent. I think still there are pieces where it really helps if you've got some development background. So it's easy, but it's like to get the whole job done. You really do. There are pieces that stitch it up to your website or app or whatever. You need to be a bit of a developer. But the cool thing here is I think what this does is unlocks the potential for developers to add more agent capabilities, and you can see like over on the left rail as well there, like MCP, which is the creating these agent to agent servers, which can be tough, but that's everybody's talking about that. There's not a lot of real world applications of it yet, but
I have a good one. I'll share it on a future episode.
Yeah, so there you go. And I think we're going to see that much more. Chef David, this agent kit was definitely a look into the future. What do you think? What do you think? Are you going to be building agents?
Oh yeah. I'm going to have my agents building their own agents.
Okay. You can have your agent contact my agent. Exactly. We can have like an AI chef's agent. If you want to book us for live events, you can talk to our AI chef's AI agent.
Exactly. Have my agent call your agent.
Yeah. Okay. So then I know. So this was the other thing. It's kind of in the same vein, but this is called CodeEX. This is their LLM that's focused on just kind of building code for. But this is designed for developers. But you can. All the code on the left hand side. This was created by a prompt. The demo was they created code to control the cameras and the lighting system in the auditorium, which was pretty cool. And then they connected an Xbox controller to it. And he didn't write any code. He just do certain things. And it researched it. And this new CodeEX model, It is vibe coding. Once again, you still like to deploy it and what have you. You still have to understand NPM and a bunch of other things. But it certainly makes it far easier. And they did say that 70% of all the code that OpenAI is creating uses CodeEX, and all the websites and all the scheduling, building, and all of that that OpenAI used for the Dev Day was created by CodeEX. Right? So I think that this makes it easier for developers to churn out wonderful applications. So once again, a look into the future. This means we're just going to be able to get better, more customized, individualized software much more quicker from your dev team. So expect more. There you go.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay, and then the last thing, and I know this is what you're going to talk about. So Sora 2, which is their video model. So this is cool because it's been out there. And I think you've got a demo of this, but by putting it in the API for non-developers, that's the application programming interface. What that means is any application, now a developer can build in this generative video capability into their app. So expect to see unleashing of wonderful generative video in a whole host of different applications because now Sora 2, which wasn't available in the API, so developers couldn't add it in, now they can control the video length, the aspect ratio, and they can remix videos. So you can kind of do some cool stuff with real videos and adding some AI components to that. So I think that's cool. And once again, this is a look into the future. And all of these announcements, and of course there was more, are going to unlock some fantastic capabilities. But then I think we'll talk about as recipes, tips and tricks as they come into the kind of mainstream end user application. So I think you wanted to show something off, Chef David, with Sora 2.
Yeah,
I have
they have a 2-minute video. I don't think we want to watch the whole 2-minute video, so I'll just go to like a minute in. But the way it deals with the physics, the human motion and movement, it's so real. It's ridiculous. Like everything in here is real. You think like, oh, that part is fake. No, the whole thing is real. So let me scoot up to.
Well, the whole thing is not real.
The whole thing is
A year ago, Sora won recent cameo, giving you the power to step into any world or scene and letting your friends cast you in theirs.
You mean that wasn't really riding a dragon?
AGI, the gains aren't just about productivity. It's about creating new possibilities.
It's also about creativity and joy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's why we're launching Sora 2 inside the Sora app, allowing everyone to push the limits of their imagination and create in ways we never thought possible.
Oh, that's a new Olympic sport, duck racing.
So I don't really think I have anything to say about it other than it's amazing. Should we go on to our next story?
Yeah, absolutely. That was it for me. So that was a deep story. So you go, Chef David.
Oh, that was great. So this is cool. Robots, they need a different kind of AI. It's one thing to program a robot to reach over and recognize a banana and grab a banana and pick up the banana. We've had that kind of a thing for a year, but it's another thing to say to a robot, hey, go pick up that banana, and have it understand and go do that. The combination of LLM with basically to make a robot friend, what we've all been waiting for, a robot friend that you just talk to and it understands it's not execute task 37, but it's go pick up the banana. And it's one of those things that's it's harder than it sounds, but it is harder than it sounds because we don't have it yet, I guess, or we're just getting it now, and it's taking Google and all kinds of Google's deep mind. It's taking a lot of money to get there, is what I'm trying to say. So, but I'm excited about it. This is all right. I'm excited and scared, but all the robot movies that we love so much, this is going to get us there.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this in our recap of WebEx1, where they had the NVIDIA, kind of head of physical AI talk about how hard it is and also how accurate it has to be, because if you say get a banana and it decides your arm is a banana and then squeezes your arm, that would be like bad. So it needs to be ridiculously like 9 nines or whatever accuracy, right? So it's super cool to see, these big companies with a whole bunch of super smart people working on problems like this. And yeah, so I know you want your robot friend, so maybe it's sooner than it can be cooking in the kitchen with you, Chef David.
Yeah, with me, for me. I'm going to leave it in there. And
Just keeps cooking.
so our next story, this is it's called SEAL, which is the SE is for self. I don't like when you do an acronym and having two letters be one word, but it's self adjusting language model or self correcting language model. Let me see, it was something like that. Self adapting LLMs, and I love this because I'm starting to, as much as I love our LLM. Look at this, playing an ad. Get rid of that. As much as I love our LLMs, I really hate the fact that sometimes I'll say, no, this is wrong. Let me explain why it's wrong. And, oh, now I understand why it's wrong. I'm with you there. And then 10 minutes later, it doesn't learn. They don't learn from us. And, and they're very proud. We don't learn from you. We're not using your data. Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should be learning from you. You should be learning when you make mistakes. Gosh darn it, ChatGPT, stop lying to me. Just stop lying to me. Tell me you don't know. So finally, they're going to self-adapt, they're going to learn, and they're going to get better. And it's MIT doing it, so it's not just some random whatever. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I think this will be, I mean, that's a very cute seal. So even though, despite, as you say, the acronym was a little lazy. But yeah, I think that, so the proof will be in the pudding, right? Because we talked about on a previous show, we talked about, kind of this, why the models basically make stuff up when they don't know, because they don't know how to say they don't know. So they've got a whole bunch of ideas on, like this one here, on how to make it adapt and to stop making the same mistakes over and over again. I think I'm really excited to kind of put it through its paces and see if it will be what we want it to do, which is continue to remember the context and at least make different mistakes, right? That's like us as humans, right? You don't want to make the same mistake twice. So at least if they're making different mistakes over time, then they're definitely improving in the same way that hopefully we as humans continue to improve.
Exactly. Don't give me the same lies over and over. Lie to me once I catch you, then feel like, okay, you got me.
Come on.
Right? All right. So thank you everyone for watching, and thank you Kevin, and thank you viewers, in particular this episode, for bearing with the technical difficulties. I think the audio might have been a struggle this episode. I think it was mostly there. But we're working on it, and it's all part of trying to make a better stream for you. I'm truly trying to up the game here. I want to make this like the top quality stream. So thank you all for bearing with me, and for another great episode of the AI Chefs Live.
Yeah, and thank you, Chef David, for learning. I guess maybe, yeah, you made a mistake in testing it too soon, but if we don't do that for next week, then you're also have that seal algorithm built into you. So thank you very much for figuring this out.